Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today, I will be showing you how I do my end-of-day budgeting. Here, I have a list of all the purchases and transactions that I've made over the course of the day or past 2 days. Here, I have my envelopes in which I have my allocated funds. I will start by taking money out of my savings. Here is the money that I have in my savings that I will take the first transaction out of. First transaction totals $67.30. In case you're wondering what I'm doing here, instead of using real money, I use fake money to symbolize the amounts that I have in my account. Therefore, at the end of the day, I will take my transactions and put them into my bank, which I have in my left hand here. I feel much safer having this much fake money in the house opposed to that much real money in my envelopes. Next transaction is for $10.53. Here I'm not being very responsible, and I've been spending quite a bit out of my savings, which I generally don't like to do. But it was a necessary evil with the holidays coming up, the lovely Valentine's Day, so I decided to splurge a little bit. I really enjoy using the fake money and putting in my transactions this way because it makes me feel a little bit more accountable for my spending as opposed to having just a debit card and going to town, racking up a lot of purchases and then just forgetting about them, which I tended to do quite often. So here, having the money in the envelopes, it gives me a sense of wanting to hold on to it, a sense of responsibility in keeping the money in the envelopes. Now I'm going through here and looking for my clothing envelope, which I think I might have spent all the money out of, but I'm just making sure I don't have it stuck in there somewhere that I'd forgotten about. And it looks like I did, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the $24.58 from my savings. I got myself 2 very nice shirts from Marshall's. So what I'll do is take the money from my savings envelope, and then I'll make change at my bank in the amount of the transaction. So I'll use my bank, the stack of bills on the left and the bowl of coins at the top, as if it were Marshall's, and I had just given them a $100 bill to pay for my $24.58 transaction. And then I'll take the money that is returned from that transaction and stick it back into my savings. Now I mark off the transaction. If you have never tried this budgeting technique, cash envelope system, I highly suggest give it a shot. Other budgeting methods that seem to not really work for me, but having simulated money that feels real, that looks real, holds me accountable to my spending and makes it a lot harder for me to make purchases, and it makes me think a lot about whether or not I want to buy a certain thing with my money. It also encourages me to look for deals in order to save money as much as I can. So I've gotten quite frugal since using this system. I've been using it for about, let's say about two months now, I believe. And I can't see myself ever not using it. It really is quite helpful. So I spent a little bit of money at PetSmart. So now I'm looking for my dog stuff envelope. Here I found it in the empty envelopes. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't leave a couple dollars behind. And it is in fact empty. So I will go ahead and pull that $10 from my savings. My little pup needed a nail trim, and I wanted to go ahead and do that because I get paid tomorrow, and I wanted to make sure she was healthy and happy and not waiting on that dog stuff money to come through. Now we have a transaction from Burger King, and here I will pull out my grocery budget. I have some money left over in this one, roughly about $19. I'll pull out $9. And then I'll just grab a quarter from my savings fund. Into the bank it goes. Now I say bank here because this is where all the money that I get from my paychecks, from any Etsy sales that I have, anything like that. I grab this money instead of going to the bank and withdrawing money. Here I have a $203.50 withdrawal that I had from the ATM today. So I'll go ahead and put that in my little bank and then get myself 50 cents out of the bank. And that concludes my budgeting for today. All my finances are caught up and no more money spending will be done today. Here I'm doing a check to see where my savings stand after that damage that I just did to them. And I will return that back to the envelope. Change out 2 dimes and a nickel for a quarter, and then put that in the envelope as well. that completes today's video. Thank you for watching.